Yep, yep. I'm always double checking. Yep, we in this thing. Let me make sure the volume good. Always double checking. All right. We good. We good. We good. Let's see. Yeah. All right. We rocking and rolling. Whoop. Everything moving the way it's supposed to move. All right. So I don't like a lot of airtime when I do these. So I like to get in and get right to it. What's up, M. Dot? I see you tapping in. M. Dot, the great. Talked to my guy Jeter today. He told me you handle your business. So I am locked in. We got the new software. So today was a little crazy. I went to Xfinity and I took a plea. I went to Xfinity and I took a plea. So basically, what happened was about a year and a half ago, Xfinity pissed me off. And when they pissed me off, I said, I don't need y'all. I could find another internet provider. And I went crazy and I went looking and I ended up with Verizon because I ended up getting Verizon business accounts. And once I got the business accounts, I was like, look, I might as well pay one bill. So I'll pay this internet bill. And it was one of the worst decisions I ever made in my life. My internet is terrible. not even, it's not even okay. Like I'm not even somebody. I'm not like a gamer or any of that. So when I say Verizon internet has been terrible to me, and I don't know what the regular internet is, but their personal internet has. I mean, their business internet has been terrible to me. I don't really know what the personal internet looking like, but Verizon business internet has been the devil over the past like 15, 16 months for me. But today I decided enough is enough. So last month I called Verizon and I said, I'm tired of y'all internet service and I need to be upgraded to the highest plan you have. And they were like, you already on the highest plan. I'm like, dog, this is terrible. So they were like, look, we can get you another modem out and that should help the situation. And it didn't. I'm just being 1,000 with you. It didn't help the situation at all. So I got a whole nother modem last month, and I'm like, look, I'm gonna put it next to where I go live at, and that didn't work. So I said, look, I'm gonna hook up the wires. I'm gonna hook it directly up to my computer, and that didn't work. And I'm like, dog, this is terrible. So I called them Friday, and I said, look, man, y'all done sent me this other modem, and it's trash too. And the guy was like, look, I don't know why she sent that to you. That is worse than the one that you already have, and blah, 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 blah. So we ended up getting rid of that one. And today I was like, look, man, let me check with Verizon. I spoke to somebody earlier. It was like, look, I got Xfinity. So I was like, look, let me reach out to Verizon and let them know I'll be canceling my internet. So I reached out to Xfinity. They gave me a modem. And I spent half the day on the phone with them trying to get it rocking and rolling, and it's still not ready. So I'm here with Verizon, but I think I should be okay for the night. So all I'm gonna do is do my live for the night, y'all. I was gonna do some software stuff and make some videos, but I hate slow internet. And I'm like, look, man, I gotta go live. I said I was gonna go live, and then what I do with the live is I repurpose the content. So I thought about something that I've said or done over the past few days, and it was the fact that I said 2025 is the year of implementation. And if you are not familiar with the difference between educating yourself and actually using the information with implementation, that's what this live is all about. This live is all about implementation. I won't be here for 40, 50, 60 minutes. I may only be here 30 minutes, 35 minutes, but I want to talk about implementation and how important implementation is to your business. Now, as a person who put 6 years of his life aside to get an MBA, I'm telling you that education is very important. It's definitely very important. Education is so important that I'm going to continue my education. So I'm gonna go back and get my doctorates in a couple years. Like I want to get this together and some other things together, and I'm gonna go back and get my doctorates. So I fully believe in education, but you have to know the difference between educating yourself and actually implementing the information that you obtain. Once you implement the information, you will feel the difference. It's okay for you. I know people that take a bunch of notes, and I know people who get to it. Like you could, let's say we both go to a conference, right? We go to a conference, we pay $10,000 to get in this conference. I go to the conference, I got one sheet of paper. You sit next to me and you say, hey man, you got one sheet of paper. We paid $10,000 to come to this conference and you have one sheet of paper. You're doing yourself a complete disservice. You have this one sheet of paper. What are you going to do with that one sheet of paper? So you're going to take $10,000 worth of notes and put it on that one sheet of paper you have right there. And I tell you, yes. I tell you, yes. And you say, well, I got this whole notebook. We're going to be here all weekend. I'm going to take so many notes that I'm going to write a book about it. And that's cool. If that's your goal is to write a book about this uh, weekend retreat, that's fine. If I spend $10,000 for anything, coaching, consulting, a seminar, I don't necessarily need to take a whole notebook worth of notes. I shouldn't have to take a whole new book worth of notes because what happens is the more notes you take, the less implementation you do, right? So if you have 50 pages of notes, you don't know where to start. You're literally just regurgitating information on the paper, basically. You getting the information, you spitting it back out on your paper, and it may be good. If you are writing that book, it may be great that you took all these notes because you have more notes to write your book from. But in my case, I may only take 3 notes the whole weekend. Those 3 things are the things that I plan on implementing ASAP. And that could be the difference, right? Implementation is so much more important than just note taking. Implementation is much more important than gathering information so you can regurgitate it and seem educated. I have found myself falling into those other categories before. Oh man, I got these bought. These are all real books. I didn't bought a bunch of stuff. Even that you buy stuff and you feel like okay, I'm investing in my business. Yeah, but are you investing in the right thing? And it's the same thing as you doing a whole bunch of things not to do the right thing. And a lot of us find ourselves doing something to say we're busy, or something to say we're focused on our business, or something to say that we contributed to our growth today, but we don't do what we really need to do. And that's the something that moves the needle. It could be one thing that moved the needle that we needed to do today. We may have needed to go on our website and update that. And we didn't do that today. What we did today was we watched some YouTube videos and took some notes. What we did today was we read a book and took some notes. So that's why implementation is so important, because you can do every single thing in the world and it could be productive. You could be productive without doing the right thing that can actually move the needle. And that's what's more important than taking a bunch of notes is actually understanding what moves the needle, actually understanding what you need to do to get to the next level. Because some of the things that you're doing, while they are constructive and productive, they may not be the most beneficial thing for you to do today. Now, next week, next month, next year, they may be. But every day, you need to understand what's the most productive thing you can do today. And until you understand that, then you'll find yourself chasing your tail. Now you go through the whole day, you done did 10 things that were constructive and productive, but they did not move the needle. Today, I did some things that moved the needle before I jumped on here. I made me some money. And beyond that, I did some things that I know I needed to do. I had some links that I needed to get. I had some referral things I needed to do. I created a new community in high level. I made my current community public. I was waiting to get to a certain level to do that. I was waiting to get like 50 some members, and I looked up today. I had 56 members in my community. So I made that public, and now it's available for high level and the people that's on high level. So it was things that I know that I needed to do that I hadn't done, and today I took the time to do some of those things. Tomorrow I'll do more of those things because I know tomorrow I have to get some certifications from high level that I started and I didn't finish. So I don't necessarily have the certifications. So I started some of these things and I need to finish them. And tomorrow I'm going to focus on that. Wednesday, I'm going to focus on that. So I'll be reaching out to people to see if I can get some people signed up, and I'll be continuing my education. So it's a thing where you have to understand that that time is that time. Like, I'm going to take the time to educate myself to make sure that I know what I need to know, because high level is a system that is consistently being upgraded, and I'll have to watch videos and do things, and I train myself, and it's like I'm continuously learning, and that's a good thing for me to be in the learning mode because I just went back to school and got my education. And high level is one of those things where you have to get to it and you have to stick with it because it's continually changing. Now, if you are a person that likes to stay busy, but you are not being productive, then you need to understand that 2025 is the year of implementation. You need to implement whatever it is that you know you need done, and whatever it is you know you need to do. You need to make sure in 2025 you're implementing everything that you learn. You're doing everything that you know to be right, and you're doing everything that you know that's going to help you actually move the needle. If you are not doing that, then you are wasting your time, whether you realize it or not. I had to sit down, and I have a digital planner on my right side. And it's literally a planner that may have saved my life, because I did have a physical planner, but it was like sometimes I'm out, you don't get to it on your phone. But this digital planner is on my iPhone and my iPad, so I can get to it no matter where I am, and I can update it however I see fit. But if you are going into 2025 with a bunch of notes, if you're going into 2025 with a bunch of information, if you're going into 2025 with a bunch of plans and you have not implemented anything, then you are going into 2025 blind. You're never going to be exactly who you want to be if you are not implementing the information. And that's something that I had to learn this year, so that going into 2025, I know that that is the year of implementation, and I have to handle my business in 2025. Not only am I going not only am I going to implement more in 2025, I'm going to implement the right things, because staying busy is cool, but actually doing what moves the needle is even better. If you logged on, if you tapped into this, I really appreciate y'all. I plan on doing these more, but if y'all can see, I'm tired. I wake up at 3 in the morning, 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'm feeling like this. But I wanted to make sure I got on here today. I haven't been on in a couple days, and I love this new streaming system. If you are a streamer, get away from StreamYard, get away from Restream. I want to make sure y'all get this link. Y'all get EV Mux. EV Mux, y'all. Y'all need to get this. I'm telling you, I would not lie to you. Um, this is a lifesaver, y'all. I wouldn't lie to you, y'all. It's a lifesaver. And with me saying that, people, oh man, all the time. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, it's a lifesaver. And the only reason I'm telling you it's a lifesaver is because it really is, right? So let me go here and let me give y'all this link, y'all. I'm telling you, this is where you want to be streaming at. Thank you guys for tuning in. Follow me on all social media at Chosen One Jackpot. If you are not following me on YouTube, please follow me on YouTube. The channel is Chosen One Jackpot. It's the number one. I am going to go live from YouTube. Some of these streams will be only YouTube streams, and those will be pretty long. And some of them will also be on Facebook. But if you are subscribed to me on YouTube, you will get all of the notifications, and that's where you want to be. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. I appreciate y'all for tuning in.